Hello and welcome to a ALTTPR Casual Boots Tournament race. Today we're going to be featuring a race between Soyhr and Rozalyndis. This is a Group Z race, and I believe it should be the first race of this group for the tournament. We are having a slight delay for the starting of the race, so we have skipped the beginning here. All you missed was the same escape you see in every single Casual Boots race. The little things to note is that we are now starting with an ice rod and a flute that came out of that escape. Our runners are pretty close together. I am Zethno, and I will be joined here by Blue Link for this race.
Glad we got the stream up and running. Thank you to the people behind the scenes making that happen.
Yeah, thank you to everyone's support on the getting going here.
Yeah, and thanks to our superstar tracker Fishing Boo, who's got the tracker up to date despite us not having the the restream available.
Yeah, I just saw a heart on Aga Ledge, so unlikely for us to see Aga unless it's required for our Dark World access. Runners are taking slightly different routes. I think. Or we already saw this from one of the runners. I could just be totally wrong here. We're just getting readjusted here to the starting of the race due to our start. Oh, we got a book.
Nice book.
Yeah, always nice to have a book early when you get to those tablets. You can just check them and. Both runners opting to pick up that bomb off the bunk rocks next to the fortune tellers building. Good thing to know that those are there. Really helps out with your art. Ooh, we got a lamp. No dark rooms today.
Okay. One step closer to Aga, though. No one. Okay, Moon Pearl, very nice.
Oh wow, Moon Pearl. Okay.
Oh, okay. We have Aga access right now.
Okay, yeah. There's Speaking of, I don't think we're gonna do Aga unless it's required for Dark World. There's Aga.
Rozalyndis.
Ooh, look at that! Free rupees.
Yeah.
Rozalyndis showing the free rupees off the good bee.
So I guess you just traded the bee for 20 rupees there.
No, 100 rupees.
Oh yeah, but then you spent the 100 on the 20 scam.
Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but you know what? Normally you'd pay 100 rupees for 20 rupees. At least it gave you 100 back for that bee that you were never going to use, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little like...
Oh, we're getting a ped check right away. I love this.
I mean, yeah. Considering the items we've gotten, I can kind of see it. Probably going to be nothing, but we have the book. We're right here.
And you know what?
We have a surprising number of key items for a lot of dungeons right now.
Yeah, and with that flute already activated... Okay, Ped's dead. She can just flute right back to Kakariko and continue where she left off.
Yeah. And it stops you from thinking, is this pendant going to be required? Do I need to finish it? She can now skip every boss in a pendant dungeon if she knows there's nothing left in there and just move on. Yeah, I mean, okay, so we're under 10 minutes in. We have flute, an extra sword, book, lamp, ice rod, and 2 bottles. This is this is something.
Both runners gonna go buy some bombs.
I see that. You got a lot of money up front, especially with a good bee if you used it. You can see the difference. I guess Soyhr didn't, because you can see the 100 rupee difference between our runners. I assume that's the release of the golden bee.
You never know when that golden bee might come in handy. I've seen it used to good effect in Mini Moldorm Cave, but maybe not with this equipment set. And most importantly, against Mothula.
Yeah, the bee is definitely helpful in Moldorm if you have no weapons. Rather than using bombs, these runners started with a sword, so I wouldn't. Oh wow. Okay.
Nice.
Got the Cane of Burna on the library ledge. Rozalyndis skipping it?
Yeah,
no,
you probably want that.
A little bit of autopilot there, probably. It's almost never something good. Walked in, hit the. Oh my!
Wow, hammer?
Yeah, that's a
nice.
hammer on race game.
Oh,
okay.
Rozalyndis is checking it blind, and this time gap has like almost disappeared.
And she has a knowledge of. Oh, there's the golden bee. There's the release, but see, like there, Soyhr released the golden bee for nothing, whereas it could have been released for 100 rupees. And you're right, like the golden bee does have some uses. Host saying, before we keep getting items, game, let me talk. But like Mini Moldorm Cave with casual boots is not too bad because you start with a sword. It's nice sometimes if you're a little bit inexperienced, because in the GT climb, because when you go into the gauntlet, it can be really helpful because it stays around for multiple rooms. But like overall, for these runners, I don't think they need it. I think these runners would prefer having that 100 rupees in the event they need to buy something or go talk to Zora, than have that be.
The sudden need to farm a bit of money has come up in this tournament.
Come on, game!
Oh,
Fire
wow.
Rod was buried under the lake.
Funny, just like the last seed I commentated.
So
and
we now, okay. Oh, sorry?
I'm gonna make the same joke. It's gonna dry itself off.
I mean, the first time you use it, there should be... So you're showing why this cave doesn't matter when you have boots and a sword.
Oh, yeah.
When you do a normal seed and you come in here with bombs, that bee is really helpful because these guys can be really annoying. Oh, we have a glove.
Okay, so Aga is
I'm telling you,
not a problem.
Neither you nor I are allowed to finish a sentence.
This is a complete sentence. Ha,
okay, well... yeah. But, I forgot where I was even going with that. What were we talking about?
Good question.
Well,
okay, Soyr's going into desert. Looks like Rozalyndis is following.
No, we were talking about the wet fire rod drying itself off the first time you use it because the fire will dry it off. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. This game is kind of crazy.
No kidding.
I can't believe we're under 13 and a half minutes. We have two. I mean, we started with a sword, so we'll take that with caveat. But we have 2 swords, a flute, a hammer, a book, a lamp, both rods, and Burna, and a glove, and Moon Pearl.
That is
like we have Dark World access.
Oh yeah.
We didn't even have a chance to discuss the fact that we have Dark World access, and we don't have to do Aga.
Yeah, there's so many choices now, and looks like desert was the choice they both made.
Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. It is a crystal. We can complete it. You're kind of in the area. You may as well flute to it and get it out of the way. There's not a lot of ways of making this significantly more efficient. Yes, you might be able to not check right side, but you're not going to save a significant amount of time compared to if you find something good here. And honestly, it became in logic the moment we found book, which was in Sphere 1. So, this is a Sphere 2 check. This makes a lot of sense. Wow. You know what? The one thing about seeds that are this open is that it does give our runners a lot of options, right? There's a lot of things that are open to them, which could mean that if our runners make some interesting divergences and changes in their strategy, we might be able to see a very different race from these two runners.
Oh, for sure. That's half the excitement of Rando.
We
By
haven't
the way,
seen it yet, but...
we are
Right?
listening to Soyr's audio. He's got the Final Fantasy Mixed MSU going.
So I guess as our runners are going through this, there are really no checks here. We are going to see a boss fight we'll bring attention to. I'm just kind of wondering now, and I can't believe I'm saying this at 15 minutes in, but what do we have left?
I mean, it is going to depend on where the other two pendants are. But, probably at least one medallion.
We do, sorry to interrupt, but we do have the boss fight over on Soyr's side. I just want to bring attention.
Oh yes, and he's doing a great job.
Shortly.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Well, see, Fire Rod. Like, you're not supposed to have Fire Rod at this point in the game. Fire Rod destroys this boss. Look at that. 2 hits. Roz is already down 1. Sorry?
The Ice Rod does the same amount of damage, but it's got that weird projectile acceleration, which makes it a little hard to aim. Very nice landmo fights on both sides for crystal number 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, so back to my original question. What are we looking for?
Well, we probably need the bow, probably at least 1 medallion, probably the flippers, probably Samaria, hookshot. We'll find out as soon as this Dark World map check happens.
Yeah, that's true too.
And there we go. Pendant Skull Woods, Vanilla 5 Crystal at Ice, Vanilla 7 Crystal, and Pendant Mire. So, we do need the flippers, the hookshot, the mirror, a medallion, Samaria, bow. Quite a bit. Plenty of stuff to find here in Hype Cave, right? Like a tempered? Okay, that's a good Hype Cave.
All we got was the sword, right?
Yeah.
Good's relative there. I'm not sure I'd call it good, but I like that sword. That sword is the most important sword of the game, right? Getting to tempered.
It's such a huge advantage over Master Sword.
It really is for the rest of the game too, and the gold sword really kind of It's good. I like getting it. It's better, but it doesn't make close to the difference. And both our runners have it too, so once again we're equaled. Our runners are following the same path. Our one divergence so far is that Rozalyndis does know what's on PED, and Soyhr doesn't.
Okay, 12 digs for heart container.
I'd take the full heart. Full heart. They don't have enough hearts yet to start skipping that. That's a nice find.
Yeah, all the swords in the world won't save you when you're on 6 hearts green mail, and things go wrong. Okay, Soyhr fluting back to 3.
Gonna give the time back and go check PED. As I just said, there's one difference between our runners, so you're immediately saying, okay, let me fix that.
Nope, he's just faking us out.
Nope. Okay.
And Rozalyndis going the same way.
I mean, this makes sense. We haven't checked this area. There's a few things to go look at. This does make sense.
Yeah, you don't want to dip into pod without a bow, if you can help it.
To answer chat as to why I was talking to checking pet, it's because it was on my brain because Ross has already checked it, so I thought Soyhr was just gonna prove me wrong, but that has nothing to do with it. Runners love to do the complete opposite of what we say on stream.
Yep, it's tradition.
Our runners really are just following in each other's footsteps right now. Boop! Little bit of a bomb mishap there on Roz's side, but it'll get cleaned up pretty quick. It would be crazy if this closeness kept up through the entire race. They made all the same decisions, and the difference literally came down to checking that ped.
That would actually be really unfortunate in this case, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very horrible for one of our runners, but it would be a very crazy thing to see.
Alright, so 2 items front of Thieves Town. Oh, chat asking what game this is. This is A Link to the Past. Randomizer.
That comment was definitely not serious, because I know that
Definitely.
runner.
Totally have never calmed with him before. Alright, so both runners into the back of Thieves Town. Ever so slightly separated by a little bit.
Like, these runners have just been back-to-back the entire time. Ross got a little bit of a lead, I think, just before the stream turned on, to be honest.
Hey, very nice hook shot.
Yeah, I was just about to comment. Ross had a really nice dash through that room, too, in Thieves Town. That's a little tricky, blanking on its name. But was able to get through there in a single dash, which is always really nice. But we... So, one more thing we don't have to find. We already have... Got...
Well, that makes the mountain look really nice. It also gets us to Hera, which is a clearable crystal dungeon. TR, Ice, and Swamp are all not available, and Pod's not completable. So the mountain's probably where they're going to go.
And then we can just do Light and Dark World Mountain at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if Blind had mitts. We know the small key's locking itself, so we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't counting, but Soyhr completely ignored that last chest, so I assume it's got to be the small key.
I mean, we've seen runners think they had the small key and dash into the door.
And actually, yeah, you can see that Soyhr doesn't have a key, so this does make sense. This looks like a pretty good scripted fight. Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Same thought, same time there.
Half magic. Nice find.
Oh. The #1 quality of life upgrade in the game.
#1? I would put it like #3 behind like the boots and flute.
Both of those directly lock checks on a regular basis.
Oh, fair enough.
Technically, half magic, I believe, can lock one check in a really awkward circumstance, but generally it really doesn't lock anything. It's just there so that you can make things easier.
Well, our
Or like
runners
Oh,
have got their second crystals each. Sawyer has gone north to Skull Woods, which is a pendant, but also full clearable. Meanwhile, oh, we have some real divergence now.
love to see it. I am curious about the pendant dungeon check.
I suppose, like, while you're here, if you can just quickly get the items out of it, it's worth it, but
Yeah, if it's
who knows?
just the front, maybe. We'll see how deep this goes.
Well, Sawyer got a small key out of the middle and is going back to the front.
Yeah, like a lot
Meanwhile-
of runners do consider the front of Skullwoods to be kind of overworld-ish tracks.
Meanwhile, that Samaria on Old Man would actually make the room that Sawyer was in faster.
Fortunately for Soyhr, these tracks in Skullwoods are so far not helpful.
That was Quake inside Spec Rock.
That's more helpful, potentially. Ooh.
Oh, Sawyer's got to be careful! Okay, first item, 300 rupees, and he's just gonna save and quit. We didn't see the second item, did we?
I wasn't counting, but we do have the big key to be able to check the big chest.
Oh,
you
thank
found
you,
both
chat.
items,
You did
that's
find
why.
both.
Okay, well that would be the reason to leave. That is perfectly fine.
Oh, was it in the room to the right of the big chest at the start?
Oh, I totally missed what was in that room, so that would make sense.
So Sawyer not far behind. He's got the old man, and he's gonna steal his walking cane. Nice double heart or single heart dupe. I don't know. I don't know how many of those got duplicated, but nice heart duplication by Roz. Yay, shield!
So I guess to summarize this entire game so far, we have Roz got his little lead.
2 shields! I'm so excited!
Why?
I love shields!
Yeah. But you know, like so far, Roz got a little lead. Went to go check Ped, gave the lead to Soyhr. Soyhr then went and checked Skullwoods, gave the lead back to Roz, and they're back in the same place again.
Oh, Ether on... Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, is that on Floating Island?
Yep.
At least we know where it is, if we need it later.
Unfortunately, no mitts to check the TR entry right away. Cape on
we got a
Ether
cape.
tablet. Okay. I don't think Sawyer saw Bumper Ledge when he went north out of the Village of Outcasts.
I don't remember seeing it. But I could have been looking at the wrong runner in that moment. It is very difficult to keep an eye on both streams at the exact same time.
Yeah, we have 2 eyes. If only our brains were a little differently organized.
Yeah. So we could comprehend both things and just look at them separately at the same time.
It'd be pretty cool.
It'd be very useful for a lot of things.
Okay, so I believe there's one item left here in Hera, and it's 50-50 in the basement or on Moldorm.
I've been very bad at counting items, so I'm glad you're doing it. That's why there's 2 of us here.
Nice Moldorm fight.
That was incredibly fast. But I guess Tempered Sword, you're not supposed to fight Moldorm with a Tempered Sword here.
Well, crystal number 3, but that item is in the basement.
Do you check it? Would you check it?
I mean, I would, but there's a reason I don't race.
Yeah, it's that risk to reward. Chat, would you check it?
Yes, hopefully we'll get a consensus from chat.
Let's get some votes in. Would you check it here?
Rozalyndis is setting up a death warp. This is smart.
Yeah.
Just don't overdo it.
There's definitely a walk back to the starting here. Chat seems to all be in favor of checking it, so that's looks like chat agrees with the decision.
I honestly wasn't expecting chat to agree on anything, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a literally 100% vote. I don't think I've ever seen chat agree 100% on anything before.
Yes! Mirror Shield! That was so totally worth it! Best decision ever. Alright, Soyhr, are you gonna do it too?
There's a question. Does Soyhr agree with chat that this is the right decision? Or does he do something else? You know, if he does something else, he will make up that time, and we'll be neck and neck again, and goes back in.
Nope, we're just gonna get 2 mirror shields. Half an hour in. I love it. We get plenty of time to stare at our own lovely faces reflected in that shield.
Yep, so once again, these runners choose to mirror each other. Literally, we have had 2 divergences.
So Spike Cave is available, but neither runner feels like doing it, which makes sense.
Half magic, cape, and Burna, and everything pointing that way.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate side of having to go to Hera this way, is because you have to choose then between Spike Cave and Spiral Cave on the way down. Well, if we didn't have Zora money, that 300 would be a nice find in Ice Rod Cave.
Sorry, slashing at the Staphos when finding that shield. And we're walking on water, finding 5 rupees on the island. We're not gonna go get that.
Oh, Sawyer's gonna do Spike Cave and leave Spiral Cave. This could be big.
Ooh! Divergence! Will it matter, or is it just gonna be the same as everything else? They made a different decision, and it impacts absolutely nothing. Man under the bridge gives us his heart. I guess he loves us.
Oh, that's so sweet. One rupee. That
One
is
rupee.
just... That's insulting. Like, I would take that personally.
That is not a divergence that matters. What was in Spiral? But I don't. Was it? I think it was just a consumable, right?
I want to say it was 20 rupees, but I forgot.
Okay, cash. That's same difference.
All right, so
cash
no
is
divergence
consumable,
after
right?
all.
So I was right.
Okay, Saha's Closet, do you just have a bow here waiting for us?
Money.
Oh my
bow!
goodness!
Oh my! Wow.
So,
Well, Blue
bought
Lake,
anyone?
way to call that.
I mean, if you make enough ridiculous guesses once in a while, you'll be right. And I mean, Saha's being helpful, right? He found a bow and he decided to keep it in his closet for when you come to visit. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
people who get upset
this
at
is going to be the
Saha.
perfect tool. This is going to be the perfect tool for somebody to defeat these Armos Knights. Let me keep it until the right hero comes along.
Although, if it was on the green pendant, that would be absolutely hilarious. Oh, Sawyer's continuing the water checks. Waterfall Ferry. Distributing
Divergence?
some
Oh.
goods. Oh, distributing bees.
Got a bee
Lovely.
back. Not helpful. Thanks, Waterfall Fairy.
Not even a good bee. Wow.
Nope, just a bee.
Alright, Zora Ledge. The other 1 rupee.
Wow. The game is being very unkind to Soyhr with these additional checks.
Alright, King Zora, the scam artist. Okay.
I mean, that's probably worth 500 rupees. However, in this particular case, considering we already had 2 bottles and a lot of hearts, that's not helpful.
I mean, going at market value, that's probably 220 rupees. That's a huge overpayment. You really need to do your comparison shopping.
Hold on, why?
Well, 100 for the bottle at the bottle vendor normally, and then 120 for the red potion.
Yeah, but the bottle vendor only gives you 1. We're already on the 3rd one. The bottle vendor wouldn't sell us another one.
True. Maybe
Limited
the price goes
quantity.
up quadratically or something? Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, mushroom.
Who knows what the multiple bottle pricing table is in Hyrule?
Like, usually things are cheaper in bulk, but, who knows?
Well, they may have some rules about how they're supposed to spread the bottles to multiple users, and therefore you have to pay more to get more than one. Yeah, we all go into stores, there's a limit of how many you can buy at that price, right?
Hey, did you just see that mirror shield actually block a shot from the red mimic?
Yeah, mirror shield's helpful, definitely. Everybody should go get their mirror shields all the time.
So while we have been clowning around here, nothing of interest turned up in pod, just some more keys. And
Yeah, so we should
Soyhr,
probably actually talk about what happened in the game.
Soyhr very naturally gonna go into pod as well. Rozalyndis doing that nice Samaria trick to get through the blocks and go up the stairs.
Yeah, that was really nice. I was going to comment on that too. That was very well done.
Hey, there's our mitts.
And there's the mitts. Although Roz completely dodged all of the rupees in that row, so got absolutely no money from that dash. That said, being at 1,300 rupees, I don't think that matters.
Yeah, having too much money in your pocket slows you down, right? I made that joke before. I don't remember if it was with you, though.
It wasn't, and that's news to me. Wait, so we should have less money in this game? Just to be clear for any
sure.
new viewers.
Yeah, sure.
Just to be fully clear for any new viewers, ignore that joke. That's not actually something that happens. But
Hey, I never claimed to make good jokes. I'm just here to make jokes.
no, it was a good joke. I just want to make sure that if we do have a newcomer to the community, that we're not telling him not to get money.
Yeah, that's like something you'd hear on the playground when you're like 6 years old.
Oh yeah, completely misleading, incorrect information. Except they would be doing it on purpose.
Okay, well, nothing interesting in the back of pod other than those mitts which we already mentioned. Rozalyndis taking a death warp and gonna go to the boss now.
Gonna go get that crystal. That'll be nice.
And we actually
Okay,
got to
so-
avoid, I think, the vanilla big key chest and harmless Heckway, because that would have both been just keys for keys.
Yeah. Nice. I kind of want to rediscuss the fact that we just got a whole bunch more items, and once again, I think we're almost at go mode now. Like, I think we need
mirror
we need the
flippers.
flippers. And potentially a medallion.
Guaranteed. Oh, no, not guaranteed. We didn't get to check the.
Oh,
Yeah,
and mirror, mirror flipper.
yeah, mirror.
Mirror
So
flippers
two-
and maybe a medallion or two.
2 2/3 of an item for Go mode.
What's 2/3 of an item?
It's like the half A button presses in those Mario 64 challenges.
That
That
still
didn't
don't know
answer
what
the
you
question,
mean,
did
but
it?
okay. I see. I still have no idea what you meant, but that's okay.
Well, there's a 2 in 3 chance that we need a medallion we don't have.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll go with that. But 2/3 of an item was a little bit of a interesting way to describe that.
I mean, I'm just being deliberately obtuse for fun. And here's Helmasaur.
And here's Helma. Yeah. Ooh, going bomb strats.
Ooh, I love it.
Not something you see very often when our runners have hammer.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that was quite well done.
And Crystal, number 4.
For a compass. 4 to 7. We have Ice, Swamp, and Turtle Rock left.
Oh, yeah, we can go to Ice now. That's probably the next logical stop.
Well, it would be out of logic, but
Oh yeah, no flippers, right?
it
would be
may
the
be
next.
a logical. I agree, it's a logical place to go, but it may not be the logical in-game logic.
Words and context. It's funny. But it looks like Rozalyndis is going back up the mountain. Oh, I guess you want to check the TR medallion, at least so you know if you need one. And we know where Ether is. So actually we're 2 1/3 of an item from Go mode.
Well, yeah, sorry, we only need 1 medallion, so yep. For whatever reason, when you said that, I just assumed that because you said 2/3, Meyer was Crystal, but it's not.
Oh, I can see why that'd be a logical assumption.
Our tracker has very nicely provided that information for us, so I should be using that.
Yep,
Thanks again
Fishing
to
Boo
Fishing
doing
Boo
an-
for the for tracking and keeping us on track here. Ether.
Always doing an excellent job. So that mirror automatically gets us Ether.
Yeah, but we need Mirror to do swamps, so at least it's all in one path here.
Yeah, so we're not going to need to go into Swamp looking for anything because we'll definitely be in Go mode by then.
Correct. So we will not be seeing left side.
That's a relief.
Helmasaur is back on screen, so you're going to show the hammer strats rather than the bomb strats.
Nicely done. 4 slashes to the face. And Sawyer's going to get a compass and a crystal.
Roz finding 300 rupees for the, I think, 3rd time, and blue mail. Chucky.
I feel like I've seen a mail upgrade recently in that exact chest. I'm getting real suspicious of the randomizer and how it distributes checks.
That's just true randomness for you. Ooh, we're seeing Spike Cave on Roz's side, so that will get rid of that difference between our runners. Doing a different strat, though, going with the half magic cape from the starting. Not going to take the health hits here.
Alright, so our runners are basically caught up to each other now.
Yeah, I'm just
So we're
keep
gonna
trading.
turn in that mushroom. Rozalyndis
fake
has
powder.
other ideas.
Here.
Hey, nice heart container. Oh, Rozalyndis changed her mind. And she's gonna do the water checks?
Once again, going and doing something Sawyer's already done.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think
completely
Sawyer's about to
forgotten.
go do what Roz just did on the mountain, though. So
Yeah, I thought there was an odd disparity in what they had done, but now it makes sense.
yeah, they're just kind of trading. They're doing the same steps in just a slightly different order. We're really not seeing significant divergence. Roz even spending the time to go get that bee she doesn't want.
Hey, at least you said it free. Although, there's not much space in that cave.
You also have to switch to it back and. Gonna go buy the bottle from Zora here.
Alright, so you're going to complete his Dark Death Mountain checks. And Rozalyndis is going to 3. Oh, she's going to fake powder before turning into mushroom.
Powder. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That I was mentioning when Sawyer turned into mushroom that he's giving up the opportunity to fake powder here. So we'll see. This could be a huge divergence because if powder's in a really bad place and this is one of our key items, this is gonna be very difficult for Sawyer to come back from that.
Yeah, it rarely matters, but when it does, it is huge. And it doesn't matter.
It's bombs. It didn't matter. But you're right. Like, it's one of those things that when it does come up, oh man, does it take forever to go find that sometimes.
Alright, so Rozalyndis is probably going to go turn in the mushroom now. And Soyhr is going to do King's Tomb, perhaps? Nope. Yep. No, I don't know. I give up.
Ra's gonna go for a spending spree just because she has the cash. As mentioned, we found a lot of money in this seed.
Does not want that heart container. Okay, is this going to be a nice sequence break?
I mean, it very well could be because we do need the flippers, but if you find the mirror in here, then it resolves a lot of what's left.
So just like everything else, could be big, probably won't.
Yeah, but it's like finding it here also means that if we do find the mirror here, that the flippers can't be mirror locked or in any dungeon that requires it.
That is good information to have, but I think it also makes it much less likely for the mirror to be here.
It very well could be. We're gonna find out how this all goes. Chat making the comment about Mire Shed. I don't think we've actually seen it yet. So yeah, that could be something. We've had access to that for a little bit. Neither runner wants to go in that direction. Probably saving it for later if they have to go do Mire, but
So Sawyer's gonna check bumper ledge.
divergence. Always nice to see.
10 arrows. Nice
Those are not
icebreaker.
helpful. Yep. Nothing so far on ice.
And perfectly sensibly, Sawyer's gonna do smith chain, hammer pegs, that whole thing. First item in ice is a heart container.
I want to comment that I like this soundtrack.
It is very soothing.
Said this was Sawyer's view?
Yep.
was Final Fantasy Mix. The Dark World Overworld is a very calming song.
Oh my goodness, it's the mirror! What a huge find!
Roz finds that mirror in ice,
So that mirror gets us ether, which gets us into TR. But like you said, the flippers cannot be mirror locked, and they cannot be in TR now.
No, they cannot
That's
be
huge
in TR.
information.
The other thing is, it means we could Gomo TR now if we wanted to. It means that we can Gomo the rest of ice because it cannot be in here.
That is absolutely huge information.
We're still checking things in here. I'm not sure if we're looking for something.
You know, I forgot. Ice is actually a crystal. We need to do it, so it makes way more sense that Rozalyndis sequence broke her way in here.
Oh no, I knew it was a crystal. That's why I had the kind of thought of like That's why I was saying it may be out of logic, but it's a logical choice because.
Okay, so you're smarter than me.
We kind of need to do. Sorry.
So you're smarter than me because I somehow thought it was a pendant, and this was just a choice.
We are seeing Meyer Shed.
Oh,
Flippers
wow,
and Meyer Shed. Wow. No mode.
So Soyhr is going to probably go to ice now, right? And he's going to get that mirror.
Yeah, that would make sense. Now, the thing is, how many things does Roz really have left that are not mirror locked?
Like, you have to think it's going to be Meyer Shed next.
We're going to see. Ooh, Roz does not get the puffs trapped right off the bat.
She does have some variety of potion. The blue, right? She bought the blue.
Spree.
All right, nicely done.
Hold on. Soyhr is in ice, which means Soyhr is a little I can't finish that sentence. I'm not sure that would be accurate. Let's see where Roz goes next. Come on, Roz, go to Meyer. Boot's a good sign, but we could be going anywhere.
Potion. What? Where does this go? King's Tomb, maybe.
We're fake flippering somewhere.
Okay, I guess this makes sense to get out of the way, and then she really only has 2 clusters of checks that are worth the time, right? Smith Chain and Meyer. I mean, she has Skullwoods available, but that's 2 items, and you don't want to do that. I'm not sure where she's going.
Yeah, where are we running to here?
What? Double checking Lumberjack Ledge?
Did she not check it?
Oh, she skipped it way back. Right, that's right.
She may never have checked it.
Yeah, okay. Good information. So then, where is she gonna go? To 3.
Not where she needs to. I think we're doing that. That to me feels like we're doing the Smith Chain.
So she knows the mirror checks are not required. Oh no, Skullwoods.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, this makes a lot of sense, but it's not right.
I mean, if there's 2 items in this entire dungeon, but there are 2 items in Meyer Shed. We'll have to ask her why she decided on this. But that is Sawyer's mirror, and he's in go mode. He just needs to pick up ether and, do the other stuff.
55 minutes in, I guess, no mode for him. He doesn't have it, but he did look at it, right?
Look at ether, yes. If Rozalyndis can get the 2 items here, get out, and go to Mire, she could still be on pace with Soyhr, but being in the area, she might just go for Smith Chain next.
Yeah, I would be surprised if we didn't see Smith Chain.
Well, that's 2 items, and she tries to mirror out, but forgot that she had dropped in the pit. So save and quit. Which this could save her.
That might help.
Save her some time.
Yeah, this could actually help because now you go to Mire.
She's got the flute out. Is it going to be 3 or 6?
Yeah, that's the big question. Where is the flute to?
It's 6.
Yeah,
it's 6.
There we go.
Soyhr
That's the right
is
decision.
Getting his key there. He's going to pick up the crystal momentarily.
Oh man, they're both going to be running to Swamp now.
Bombos. Okay, we don't care about that.
She's checking it, but she doesn't know that she'll be in go mode in 10 seconds. It's a good track to make. It was the right thing to do. It's just not going to be necessary.
Flippers. There they are. All right, Soyhr.
Both are runners. One item needed to be picked up, but otherwise they know where it is, and they're done.
They just both need to go to Swamp now. Well, I mean Swamp first, and then up the mountain.
Yeah, Swamp into picking up Ether, into doing TR, into GT.
Oh, this lead is small for Soyhr.
Yeah, chat saying she's probably unhappy with that particular situation, but probably true. If she had gone there instead of Skull, she would have had a little bit more time. She would actually have the slight lead here instead of Soyhr having the slight lead. But at this point, it is going to come down to execution. And every little thing, like the bonk that we just saw on Roz's side, could make a difference because they are that close.
All right, let's time them when they enter Swamp.
Right, like that, but that bonk right there just set her back a few seconds, right? So that alone.
Okay,
so
57:38, I think Soyhr entered Swamp.
Yeah, just before 38. Yep.
12 seconds.
About 12 seconds. There's a 12-second difference. That bonk probably added 1 or 2 seconds to that time, right? So like that's how little this could do.
Oh, look, another bonk.
To answer chat and to help anyone who may have joined us a little bit in, we know where Ether is. It is on Floating Island. Our runners both know that it's there.
Oh, more bonks. Ouch.
Yeah, see, like every one of these bonks, right? Like 1 or 2 seconds here, 1 or 2 seconds there. It could make the difference when they're this close. This could come down to GT routing, but based on the fact that these 2 runners have done everything the same so far, like they may not have very different routes.
Honestly, if there's a divergence in GT routing and one runner takes longer but finds silvers, that might actually pay for itself. Red mail there, so that's
could
just
be
free.
Pretty crazy. This is very close. This could very well go either way.
And it makes sense to just open these chests because they're right there and they could have silvers.
Yeah, I mean, it takes half a second, and if you find silvers, you save so much time. We do have tempered, so it's not as much as if it was master, but it could make that difference.
Chat asking how much time silvers save. I don't know if this is a question or a quiz, and either way, I don't know the answer.
Yeah, if we're on Master Sword, the answer is a lot. I mean, if you have silvers, you're ending up doing... You're able to do phase 4 in, what, 1 to 2 cycles?
Well, Rozalyndis doing really well on this first Argus part. Doesn't quite get the 0 cycle. That's Argus down for Soyhr and for Rozalyndis. What a time gain on that second phase.
She caught up. That is not 12 seconds. We picked that. We're like 2 seconds apart now.
Oh my goodness, what a treat.
Rozalyndis was ahead coming out of the intro here. She got put behind because she did a
Yeah, it's
head
2
check,
seconds. You're right, 2
right?
seconds.
So when it comes down to it, she had the slightly better execution coming out of the escape. If she can continue that, like this is close. Roz is ahead. Roz is
Dead
ahead.
rocks. Oh, Sawyer's ahead.
No, she's not.
No,
Sawyer's ahead. And they're
perfectly
tied.
synced. No way.
Wow, this is
unfortunate.
close.
Are they both going to go the same way up the mountain? Yes.
This is insanely close.
Oh yeah,
this
no,
is where this is where you ping race sync, right? Because like this is, wow. Like this is gonna be purely on execution in TR and Gauntlet here. So Sawyer's picked up a few second lead.
And as you say that,
And he bonks and gives back a second to Roz. This is
both runners
just...
do remember to go the right way. Roz going to save a fraction of a second with this bomb.
Yeah. Roz drops the bomb
Optimization.
earlier, saves a bit. Like this is in. Oh, and they're synced again. She caught up.
Oh, but Sawyer dashed quicker.
Oh, this is so close.
I am quivering with excitement.
This is so close. So, who enters TR first here?
Barring any kind of dead rock shenanigans, should be...
Barring
Whoa.
dead rock shenanigans, you can't bar dead rock shenanigans. And there were no dead rocks, and Sawyer did not get in first.
Huh,
portal.
where did that second go? I didn't even notice.
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and check.
Is it because he had to walk to the south side of the rock? Is that the difference here?
Yeah, because it does take a little bit of time to do that walk. Like that's what I'm saying. These are minute differences between our runners that are making the difference. Like this is literally coming down to execution of these two dungeons.
Oh look, diversion.
Oh, divergence! Divergence! I don't think this will matter, but divergence. And here's the thing, the runners don't know they're this close, right?
Oh yes. Nice burn dash there. Red boomerang, yay! And second small key. Rozalyndis gonna choose the cape instead.
Running out. Oh, and here
And
it is.
here-
As the divergence ends, Roz comes ahead a little bit.
Oh, the pokey getting away from Sawyer a bit there. Here's the Chomp's room. Red mail.
I mean, oh!
Oh, no!
Oh! That is a big time loss right there. Solves it though. Solves it. Gets the time back. We're still in line. Good recovery on Roz's side. All that did was give that lead back, and we are back even between our runners.
I wonder what color the lava is going to be. Interesting.
Poisonous? This is just crazy to watch. Ooh. Oh, Roz very well using the crystal blocks to get rid of the anti-fairy.
Don't accidentally mirror, please. Okay. Vanilla Big Key, we knew that had to be there.
Soyhr picked up a little bit of time here. Picking up a little bit more of a lead. Can he hold on to it is the question. Using the fire rod, just getting some good kills.
Nice.
Roz going with the sword, which is a little bit faster. Does execute, saves a little bit of time. Oh, yeah, she picked up a bit.
And we do need to go this way to get a small key out of this big chest.
Yeah. Oop.
Oof.
Oh, Roz with a bunk. That bunk was on purpose. Roz will do the same. That Soyhr just did.
Oh, the single arrow. So we do need to find a small key on Laser Bridge.
Yep, good.
That mirror shield might have non-trivial value now. Nice hook shot there to save a couple frames.
I'm sure both these runners know how to do Laser Bridge without it. Okay, so you got through that door at 53, Roz in 55. Yeah, there's a 2-second difference right now.
Alright, now some runners choose to do this top to bottom, like Soyhr. Hey, he used the mirror shield, good job! And small key at the top. Soyr's still going, looking for silvers. This could pay off.
Ooh,
map and compass, oof.
Difference. Oh, he went up. It looked like he was going to give up, and then he did it. Oh.
I'm sure he's thrilled to see that.
Soyhr gives up the lead. Looking for the silvers, we can only assume.
Now, does that make him more likely to skip checks in, like, the GT climb, or less likely, because you know now the silvers are more likely, because you've exhausted more checks?
Really?
Oh, Rozalyndis misses the fire rod shot there. Both runners here on try next. Sawyer's going to do front strats.
Yep, Roz with a very good phase 1 execution. Soyhr is looking pretty good on that phase 1 execution as well. Roz does not get the quick kill, is at 2 hearts.
Can use the cape and get the kill. Okay,
good.
That could have been disastrous.
Soyhr with a much faster kill in phase 2 takes back that time from Laser Bridge. Our runners are once again neck and neck.
Haha, after beating try next.
Lovely coincidence. Man, these runners, they are perpetually just giving each other back the lead.
All right, it is time for GT guessing game.
Oh, very quickly.
And
0 to 22 in chat. Like, you have 10 seconds.
This can be relevant, but we're going to go by whoever enters GT first, and it's entirely possible that Soyhr finds the GT big key first, but it won't be the number that wins.
Yeah, what's your normal guess, Blue Light?
22. I was actually rewarded earlier today. It is always 22.
I thought you always said 22. I thought I remembered you saying that the other day, so I'm always 8, so we'll go from there.
With 22, you're always in the game until the big key shows up. Alright, so, divergence, we have divergence!
Divergence!
Small key in Hope Room, this could, 2 small keys. There's the third small key, okay.
Well, small key's up front.
Nobody gambling on Tile Room, makes perfect sense. This is making me incredibly nervous, because this could very well decide the race here. Hey, there's our fake boots.
We are gonna probably see Soyhr come over.
Sawyer's doing the Dark Magician thing.
Yeah, Staphos room into right side. This into right, probably into left.
There it is.
And then
There
it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4? Yep.
4.
Hey, nice net.
Roz?
She
small
doesn't
key.
need that small key, but it saves you having to kill the Helmosaur on the climb.
Yeah. So
Sawyer's got plenty of small keys, though.
Staphos into right is definitely going to be quite a bit slower anytime the key is in that room.
Now, if this hadn't been a boots seed and Soyhr did get those boots for real out of Stalfos' room, that could be a difference, but it isn't going to be this time. And Sawyer's saving a couple of chest opens. Well, no, he's going to keep looking for silvers, which makes sense.
Although, speaking of the game, Cabutroid with a guess of 4 in chat. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I forgot somebody had to win the game. Congrats.
Yes, when we play the game, we got to call out a winner.
See, I was going to try to note when Rozalyndis and Soyhr started the climb, but then I went and forgot. So let's do this staircase here. 112:27 when the screen goes black.
111.
I can totally read numbers.
You'd have gone there and Soyhr gets there at 112 and you're like, wait a minute. Ooh, Soyhr with a bonk off the crystal switch.
Ooh, Rozalyndis getting a little bullied here. 4 hearts left, but on red mail, it's good. We do have safeties. You just have to make sure to use the safety before you die. And I don't think either runner has a fairy, but I'm not sure. 112:11-ish, so I forgot the first number.
27.
Okay, so less than 50 seconds. Very nice Landmo 2 fight.
30, 40, 40, 44.
Yeah, noting the number is nice, but remembering it's better. Sawyer's having a little bit of a cleaner gauntlet, it looks like. Chat is telling me the first number is 1. I'm not going to start a philosophical debate here, but it's 0, and I will stake my life on that. Alright, Landmo 2 for Soyhr. Oh, misses a fire rod shot! Alright, he recovers nicely. Rozalyndis is through Torches 1. Has enough magic, I think. Maybe not. No! Oh, she's got to do the lamp here. Nicely done. Okay. And skipping the mini Helba, skipping both chests there.
Hey, if you want Soyhr to get back in to this, maybe he checks them and finds silvers.
And here's Moldorm 2.
That could literally be the difference between our two runners here. If Soyhr does stop and find silvers. If he stops and doesn't find silvers, it's worse.
Well, people who actually run this game are saying in chat that silvers checking is a waste of time, so I will take their word for it. But I have... Oh, okay, well, Sawyer's going to check. Powder? A bit late. Well, see, the thing is, if you knew it was this close, it probably wouldn't be worth it. So that's a double on the first cycle. Nice triple. And we're going to get the Ocarina of Time pattern. Nicely done.
Problem is, Sawyer's still checking chest. Check the...
Oh no!
Pre-Moldorm chest as well, which took some extra time. Unfortunately, all of that conversation becomes irrelevant when you take a fall to Moldorm. That feels bad.
10 arrows. And Rozalyndis dropping into Ganon at 115.07, hitting the ground, I think.
I wasn't watching her, but that sounds about right.
Maybe we can switch to Rozalyndis' audio. This is a nice place for Phase 2 here. Rozalyndis using some Mario block strats, getting the spins. Gonna hookshot away from the fire bats. And she's into Phase 3.
Awkward.
I think Soyhr got the 3 cycle on Aga. I wasn't watching.
I wasn't either. Nope, 2 cycle.
Oh, he got. Oh,
apparently,
nicely done. That saves a little bit of time.
Watching this Phase 3, did you find the arrows in the Dark World?
Where did we not go? Alright, 12 spins here.
Catfish?
Catfish.
Somebody said Smith Chain in chat, but I'm pretty sure we saw Smith Chain.
I don't think we saw Purple Chest.
Oh, maybe, but that would be in the Light World, would it not?
Oh, I have no idea.
Pyramid Fairy could be. Pyramid Fairy and Checkerboard are both options for
GG's.
sure. Yeah.
Rozalyndis has defeated Ganon. She's going to finish this race in first place with an official time of 1 hour, 17 minutes exactly.
Get your GGs in chat for what was an incredibly close race and is far closer than this finish even makes it look. And this is pretty close on stream.
Alright, Soyhr chewing his way through these spins.
Wow. They were like 2 seconds apart going into ice, 2 seconds apart going into Turtle Rock, 2 seconds apart going into GT, and this came down to GT routing.
And that's Ganon down for Soyhr. Congratulations. He is going to finish when he crosses this bridge with an official time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 11 seconds. So 71 seconds, and that includes a Moldorm 2 fall. GG's to both our runners. Just what an excellent display of skill.
Oh yeah, you know what? That Moldorm 2 fall, yeah, I was looking and they have a 71-second difference, and they were about 45 seconds at what is it? At Moldorm, no, at Landmo 2-ish. So that fall makes sense. That fall probably added a significant portion of that.
Well, I'm excited to hear what our runners have to say about this race. We should be joined by them momentarily. Well, we are joined by Soyhr. GG's, that was a spectacular race.
GG's. GG's.
Yeah, GG's. You don't know how close that was, but you were both like 2 seconds apart going into Ice, TR, and GT.
and Swamp, I think. Or not Ice, Swamp. Swamp instead of
Sorry,
Ice.
Swamp,
yeah.
Not Ice. Yeah, sorry,
and,
Swamp.
And the lead was different
TR,
each time.
Yeah.
That's all good. I mean, I made some routing choices and trying to fluff for silvers, and unfortunately did not get that. But hey,
yep.
It's okay. GG's to Raj. She's very, very, very good. I knew I needed to play very well to have a chance. So, oh well, happens.
Hopefully Roz will join us shortly.
I know Roz had some stuff to do afterwards, so they may be kind of getting ready for that or whatever. But yeah, I mean, doing doing the slow mirrorless Smith with Cape in the bumper ledge and whatnot, that was a good 2 minutes right there. And then doing desert when you could have probably go moded desert, that was there.
Honestly, you were following each other around quite a bit. Divergence was sort of the exception. Like you were both doing desert
with the book instead of that.
Yep.
Yeah, you were going back and forth. The one thing that Roz went into fake flippered into ice a little bit, not much earlier than you, so she found the mirror and first, whereas you found the flippers first. I did just go back and check that there was a 40-second difference between when you found the big key, which was mostly down to Roz went right first.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I did what I normally do, and it didn't really hurt me as much because I'm not going to change what I do. And like I said, I feel all right about this. There's still 5 more matches. Roz is extremely good. I need to play better and route better to have a chance, but yeah. So
I mean, I would say you played very well in that you guys were you were both 2 seconds apart for a large majority of the end of the game. And yeah, I just want to say that I wasn't mentioning that as a negative. Like, you never know where that big key is. If Big Key ended up in Stalfos' room, you probably would have been the one with the 30-40 second lead.
Well, it's fun when a match comes down to GT routing to get that big key. Means that the runners are pretty solid with each other, and I'm happy with this. So yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts? I don't think we had too many questions because you two were just so on each other's heels all game.
No, not really. I'm gonna watch this one back and see where I can improve, and hopefully bring it into my match tomorrow against Faker Jr., which is also another tough task, but feeling pretty decent about all of it. So,
well, definitely good luck in your upcoming races.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, if you do like you did today, like you're like very good also.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just keep it up, and hopefully we'll get to see you race again.
Yeah, all the way through it was incredibly close. We had no idea who had the lead at any point until that big key was found.
Yeah, and that's what a restream race should be, right? So, woo!
Yeah.
But I appreciate it. Thank you for the restream. Thank you for comms, and thank you, Boo, for tracking. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to watch back and see the comments and kind of go from there and see what's happening.
Just ignore me forgetting that ice was a crystal.
That's okay.
Not like we have a tracker in front of us.
Yeah, thanks for the restream.
Yeah. Have a good evening, I guess, or time wherever you are. So I do want to shout out our tracker one more time. Was Fishing Boo, so thank you very much for keeping us on track throughout all of this while we were able to just continue talking about the race. And thank you to Blue Link for commentating with me.
Oh, my pleasure. I mean, this was exactly the kind of race where like your energy is just perfectly complimentary, and I had a blast. What a race. I'm so happy that I got to be here.
Glad to hear it. Now, if you did enjoy this and you're not following this channel or the other Speed Gaming channels, please do give Speed Gaming a follow. We have a lot more casual boots races coming up. This is not to the last one for the night, but we don't know if the next one's going to get streamed a little later, but there are a good, I don't even want to try to count that. There's got to be at least 15 races or more happening tomorrow. So I'm sure some of them will get picked up here. Keep an eye out for those as they pop up. If you're looking for something to watch now, there is a lot going on. Right now, there's a Zelda 1 Rookie 3 race going on SpeedGaming 4 that's almost over, but a new one will be starting up soon. There is a race for NSMBW, which is New Super Mario Bros. Wii Summer Tournament 2024. It's happening over on SpeedGaming 2. And an ALTTPR No Logic race that is about halfway through its scheduled time, but it's a no logic race. You never know when it's going to end or where they are. But I hope you had a good time with us here tonight, and I hope to see you all next time.